Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Canyon. Welcome back to something that I hope goes very quickly and very briefly. I have exhibited and shown this process previously, but the algorithm has not found it, and people ask me about it all the time. We have tires. We have stacks of tires over here. We have plenty of tires, and what these tires need to be is removed from the plastic wheels, which they come glued to. I've already taken off 4 out of the 6 of those. This is the tire of the day, du jour. This is the Super Marsher, which comes on the FCX10. And the tire has shown some promise, so we would like to test it on a different rim, perhaps with a different insert. So, how do the Canyon remove tires from glue-on wheels? It is essentially 3 ingredients. Heat. We provide heat with a porter cable heat gun. It doesn't matter what your heat gun is. You're going to need gloves that will allow you to handle things being fired on by a heat gun. I like these welding gloves because they have flames on them. And the third and important ingredient is Bob Smith Industries Uncure CA Glue Remover Debonder. And why BSI Uncure works so good? There's no acetone in it. So most super glue removers are rife with acetone. BSI Uncure is not. We will put a tiny little dibbity dab and we will let it run all the way around like that. Now, in theory, if you left that for days and days, it would seep down and it would break the bond and the super glue would come off. I don't have that kind of time nor that kind of patience. We mid up, we go full hot, and we just do this. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't stop moving. And what I'm looking for is bubbles and or smoke. The smoke is something that I should probably not be inhaling. You want to keep a fairly even distance, and you just want to keep it moving. A heat gun is the devil's hairdryer, and it will put out enough sauce to melt the sidewall of the tire and or the wheel fairly easily. I am starting to see a little bit of gloss around the edge. A little bit of shine is starting to form. I don't know if it shows up on the camera or if I'm turning it too fast. We'll pop it back. And you don't want to go too ham. Oftentimes you can save the whole affair. You can save the insert, you can save the tire, you can save the wheel. These chromes are not coming out unscathed. They do not like the heat. Like, you can never tell that there was a tire on there. But anything with fake chrome on it, it's not going to do as well. We're just blowing that bubble around, and see the bubble's gone? That is because the bubble pulled down under. So the BSI got in enough that bead is now off. So we do the same thing along the back, one little blib. We let it flow around, and now the tire is preheated. So in general, we're gonna need far less heat on the second side. We'll move it around, I have to keep my head a little further away than I usually do. I like to get a little of that delicious delightfulness, which is probably killing me softly, but we do what we do. I saw a little, like some little bubbles went bloop, bloop, bloop. That may mean that we were there. Not quite. Like I say, don't go too aggressive. Usually if you get part of the bead pulled up, squirt your juice. Let the juice work its way around the bead and down with the fire. Rim out. We may remove our glovies because the tire itself will not be that remarkably hot. These came off pretty cleanly. They do not employ the same glue wizards that work for companies like Traxxas or the old Duratrax. So your foam comes out completely unscathed. So you can reuse your foam if you want. The tire, of course, comes out completely unscathed, ready to go. And all that we have sacrificed is, he does not look so good. Because This is a peculiarity of chromes. They will absorb. I'm trying to look for another one that I've baked off. The chrome, despite being fake chrome, will absorb a ton of heat. So this wheel is melted. It goes circular file right there, but I've already done 2. And honestly, on the first one, I was a little luckier. Didn't quite do as much heat. Probably because I could be a little closer and see a little better. There you go, everybody. This is how the Canyon removes glue-ons. If you want to if the OE tires are sufficiently good, Canyon trails, these marshers, potentially, yes, that's right, I said marsher, potentially BSI, heat gun, gloves. What'd that take? 4 minutes? 3.5, 4 minutes? I don't have time for acetone baths. I don't have time for boiling. I'm not going to put them in the oven. We're going to do this. And it is successful about 99% of the time. Good luck, everybody. 3 ingredients. And more tires is better, right?